If you would like to permanently thank you for using Secure. You may start the conversation now.
You.
What's up?
Hey, you actually called right at the perfect time. Because I'm on the Zoom right now. We ain't start yet, but Ike and Monica are on there. They can hear you.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what's up.
I can't hear him.
Hear you. This phone's a little
I
quiet.
hear your microphone now louder, way louder, Crack. Whatever you just did.
Oh, all right. I don't know.
Tall guy said hi.
I can hear her.
Yeah, he can hear you.
Okay, what's up, Ugg?
Oh, what's up? What's up, little lady?
How you doing? All right?
Hey, you know me, man. I ain't, head up.
That's good.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cal?
Yo, what's up? How are you?
Man,
You all right?
Maintaining Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Mahanoy. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
All this was a long-ass college trip, and I don't owe no creditors. You know what I mean? No loan.
I know that's right. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean?
I'm glad you're good.
Yeah,
Nice to hear your voice. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, man. I tell my homie all the time, man. Like, why I gotta do all the reaching out. Motherfuckers know where I'm at.
That's true. I hear that.
You right.
You are absolutely right.
I mean, I ain't never did nobody no harm.
You'll hear from me then.
It's definitely good hearing your voice.
Yeah.
With the email, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is too easy. It's like texting, you know what I mean? Like, you send me an email, I'm shooting it right back at y'all.
All right.
Ain't no snail mail. You ain't gotta go lick no envelopes or nothing. Like when I was in Canada. Monica knows.
Yeah. You ain't gotta lick no envelopes. Oh, funny as shit.
It's kind of wild. Dude. Like, cause it don't seem that long. Like, I'm on my way home, man.
Yep.
All right. Well, I got you recorded on the podcast. Is there anything you want to say to the world?
Oh, yeah. Fuck y'all. See y'all when I get there.
Yep.
I know that's
I
right.
thought you made a no-talent ox into a star because you like doing things the hard way, Mama. And you have no talent. Now what I call talent. You want to know what I did it for? Because I was born too soon and started too late, that's why. But I got me. I could have been better than any of you. I got me. I've been holding down inside of me. If I ever let it go, there wouldn't have been signs big enough. There wouldn't have been lights bright enough.
Yo.
You.
What's up, Slice?
All right. We got audio. We're good. All right.
Good to go. How you doing?
All right, man. Took a beating today. I'm all right.
Took a beating?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, my whole investment portfolio was down 12% today total. Yeesh.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
It'll bounce back. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
Listen, don't invest what you can't afford to lose. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shit right there.
Is that Bitcoin?
No. That's stock market. I don't fuck with cryptocurrency, man. That shit tanked years ago. I mean, it's not sustainable. Like, it's not a stock. It's a currency. It's like you're betting against the dollar. I'm good on that shit. I don't care if it's 50 grand or not.
You're saying as far as long term, right?
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. I'm trying to win, man. Because I ain't got no 401k. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no retirement fund.
Yeah, right.
And what's up with that GameStop?
Shit, I'm in GameStop. I got in GameStop earlier. I bought it at like 40.
Yeah, I see that shit going crazy, right?
Yeah, it tanked today. I mean, it's down today, but it don't matter though.
Well, it had to go down at some point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, GameStop right now it's down. I mean, it's under 100. I know. Oh, it's at 106. That's actually not that bad. I mean, it was like 400 a month ago.
Yeah. Well, there were some kids at my work really into it. They made a little bit of dough.
Yeah, I know people that made. I know dudes that made like $2 million. Like, dude.
Yeesh.
Yeah, he retired. Bull quit his job. He's like, I'm out.
But what do you invest in it?
Well, you can trade options. Like if you buy options, you can buy a contract for like $40 and get 100 shares at a certain price. You had like 1,000 options.
Damn.
Spent like $400 and turned that shit into like $2 million cash.
Get the fuck out of here. Sorry for my language, but he killed that shit.
$400 into $1 million.
Easy. And
that's really possible?
Yeah.
He
posted screenshot.
Yeah, I gotta see that shit. God damn, I'm in the wrong business.
I mean, if you know what you're doing, you're good. Right. If you don't know what you're doing,
that's the thing. Yeah, learning it.
You get swooped right out.
That's where I'm lacking. I gotta do some more research. Step my game
that's
up.
all it is.
Yeah.
You gotta be dedicated.
I was really good with it when I was younger too. Like in high school, they even sent me to Villanova University, not like to go to college, but they had like some investment course there.
You went to Villanova High School?
It's like, and a few other people, and I won an award. I don't even remember what I did right. That's my problem now.
So what was that? High school, prep school? What was that?
It was the name of the class that sent me was World of Work. So you know how they say they don't teach you like how to like, you know, manage your credit and do all that shit. That class kind of did that.
And that was through what, Phoenixville?
No, I was a part-time techie.
Oh, okay.
You know, I had zero debt. Like my credit rating was like 800. Now it's like 4 something. Yeah, I mean, shit, once you get indicted, you know what I mean? I'm not allowed to hold a job. All I did was fucking live off my savings for the last 2 years.
Shit, you get it back though. Probably.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. It's just like, man.
It'll come back. It always comes back.
American Express looking for me. I said, yo, what do you want to call the government, bro? Ask them.
Yeah, we all know Slice, but everybody welcome Slice to our podcast this evening. We are blessed to have him. So Slice, I mean, really, we're just keeping it relaxing, try to ask you a bunch of questions and shit. I'm just glad to have your presence, but a lot of people don't know, or some people don't know, like what you've done as far as producing and all that, and what you're working on now. If you're willing to give us a little, you know, enlighten us with what's going on with you, because you know we have a good following, and we've all been watching you faithfully for years now.
Well, let me see here. Currently, I'm working with Philadelphia local OT the Real.
Okay.
We did a video with Beanie Siegel. Mm-hmm. I produced a song with Styles P. What else am I working on? That's just dropped. It's called Evil Empire. I got a whole record with Planet Asia coming.
Nice.
In June.
Okay.
What else? I mean, like historic. I mean, I worked with everybody. You know what I mean? Anybody who's almost famous.
Right.
Like, I mean, like, there's a cutoff. Like, I mean, like, the most famous, I mean, Ghostface, Action Bronson, Styles P, Jadakiss, Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked with everybody. Rock Marciano, all them street dudes. Prodigy, like 2 weeks before he died, that was like one of the most bittersweet moments of my career.
Goodness.
I literally got like his last feature. Like he's got joints he recorded for himself after mine, but like I'm the last outside song he ever did.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Respect. Prodigy's one of my favorite, top 5, easy.
Yeah, same here.
Yep.
Yeah, actually,
hard body karate. Yeah, I met him. Yeah.
Hard body karate.
Yeah, even me. Actually, me and Fitz was actually reading an old interview you did in 2019. I forget with what blog it was or whatever it was. Where you mentioned that with Prodigy and all that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was weird because like I mean, listen, I paid him for the feature, but he fucked him. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was sending him beats and like we were talking, and it just that just died on me. I'm like, damn,
that's crazy. That was a huge loss.
So rest in peace to Prodigy, man. He was
man.
He was legit. You know what I mean, and he was a real person. He was authentic, man. He wasn't on some sucker shit at all.
Right. Yeah, that was a hard one. I'm not even going to hold you. I shed a few tears.
Me too.
Yeah.
And then I got a couple local joints, like my man UFO Thief. He signed to Fat Joe. Like we're dropping it out in April.
Okay.
It's called the Enigma of Dolly. That shit, it's street record. That shit's hard. It's super hard. I fuck with that record. I mean, I got a bunch of shit, man. I got a bunch of beat tapes and shit coming out.
All right.
I'm just trying to make, like I said, I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents over here, without sacrificing my integrity, because like I'm not going to change at this point like before.
Yeah,
you're not going to hear Vanderslice club bangers. So, I mean, that era is over.
Yeah.
I got you.
When did you start making beats?
1999. Me and my cousin Jay, he wanted to rhyme. He bought a 4-track, like a cassette 4-track, and we had no beats. So I bought like an old SP202, like a Boss sampler, and I started chopping up intros and outros of Gang Starr songs and chopping them. And that's how I learned how to chop and make beats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, 99. Because me and Fitz was just talking about this. I said, it's crazy because a lot of people, like I've been down with you with the beats, the music in general for a long time now, since I was a kid.
I know.
I said a lot of people don't realize I used to record with Slice in his attic. I was like 14.
And I was just going to say, you know what, man? And you know what you need to tell these motherfuckers out here? Tell them I ain't never stunning on you ever.
Never, not once. Eddie helped. I tell people that all the time, though, like because me and Fitz talk all the time with the project. Actually, we're working on, which actually probably 70% of it is going to be your production, if not all of it, depending on which songs we put on it. But I said even back then, like you knew how to record and all that. You weren't the greatest with mixing and all that, so you didn't charge. You $5 a track.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, come in and record. You $5.
Yeah, because I wasn't mixing nothing. I had no mixing. Yeah. I still don't mix nothing. I go, my engineer is best in the city, man. Scott Stallone.
All right, shout out to Scott Stallone.
Guy's a legend.
Yep. But and
I know me and Corey had talked about this, and I know that he wanted to ask you this question, so I'm going to ask for him. He wanted me to ask you at what point or what were you working on, and where you got the like, this is something that I'm going to be successful at, and this is something that I'm going to want to do with my life.
It was 2008. That's how long it took.
Okay.
I did the Red Bull Big Tune battle in Philadelphia. I took that stage thinking I was garbage. Because the thing is, if you look at my contemporaries, pretty much every one of them is either rich, famous, or both.
Right.
But, like Frank Dukes is like probably the most successful producer in the world. Like we came up. Cardiac, Illmind, fucking Jake One, like people that like I could call right now. You know what I'm saying? Like dude, like Alchemist, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm connected all the way up the ladder. Mm-hmm. So it's like you send beats to somebody that's successful, and it's like you get like a mild response to the guys, all right, and you start thinking you're trash. So I went and played my music in front of 1,000 strangers, and people fucking lost their minds. I was like, well, I think I got something here.
Okay.
That was legit. Like,
yeah.
And I mean, listen, I was like 9 years in before I really, really thought I had something. But it was different then, man. Like, the problem now is people start rapping today or making beats today, and tomorrow they got a SoundCloud. Like, that's not the way. Like, you only get one chance to make a first impression in a room full of strangers. You don't want to be trash.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect the craft. Put the time in. Like, it's crazy, man. Nobody wants to do the work. They just want to get recognized for the work.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they're not willing to do.
Yeah, no, they don't want to put the work in.
And you got to put the work in. I think that goes for anything. You know what
Well,
I mean?
and I still love it. You know what I mean? I make beats at some point every day, or at least listen to records or try to do something musically every day.
Yeah.
Like there ain't no days off.
That's what's up. Yeah, I see you always working.
My question is, like how you was talking about, like how your contemporaries, like have all like kind of like been rich or famous. Like what separates like you? Like why? Like how come you don't feel like you've done the same things like they have done?
Well,
as far as being rich and famous.
Yeah, well, for one, I chose crime instead. You know what I mean? Like I smuggled drugs and stuff. Like I never really chased the music side. Like, yo, to get to that level, first off, you got to pay a price. All those people I named, they owe somebody something.
Okay.
Like, yo, like even Dukes is, like I said, he's like the most successful producer. If you look at the laundry list of bullshit that he had to do for other people to get through that door to be able to make his own call, it took like 6-7 years. It's not an overnight thing, and it's like I never did it. I don't have any A&R contacts. I don't have any record label contacts. Every time you ever seen somebody on one of my beats, it was either they came to me or I went to them with a brown paper bag. Like I made every move myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I never had a manager. I still don't have a manager. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't have an A&R, like none of that shit, because like I never needed it. Like as long as we were hustling, man, we had anything we needed. We could just go, like I said, we could go ahead and go 5 G's. Like here, take it. You know what I mean? Just go get in the booze. I don't give a fuck. Because for me, selling records, like every record I ever put out is in the black. You know what I'm saying? Like we're like I said, we had no debt, like creatively and financially. The music side is humming. Like I'm good.
Okay.
It's not, but the thing is, like you go look at when like Dukes is like first real big break. Like he did the 0 to 100 shit for Drake. If you go look, there's like 5 different producers listed on that song. It's like 40 Dukes, Boy Wonder, one of the guys that played keys with 40, and then whoever executive producer, I don't know who that is. But it's like that record grossed I don't know how many millions of dollars, and I think Dukes made like $5,000 off it. Like you didn't make, you know what I'm saying? It's like that pot gets split between those 5 guys. You do that for 5-6 years. Next thing you know, you're the guy. They're like, yo, we gotta go Dukes. We gotta get Dukes. And Dukes circumvented all the people. Well, if you're coming to me, I'm calling the shots. And now he's a millionaire. It's like that's how you do it. You got to go through so many gates to get to so many different people. And it's like I never had that drive, and 2, I never had the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be honest. Like, it's not like people were knocking down my door from fucking Def Jam. So, like, yo, let's get a meeting. It never happened. So it's like I was just like, man, fuck, I'm just gonna hustle, fund my own shit, sell my own records, try to be the company. And thankfully now I don't have to do any of that. All I do is submit music to Fat Beats. I have my own imprint. They press it, they manufacture it, they take a cut, and then just send me a check every month. So it's like that's how we're rolling.
I didn't know that. That's what's up.
What do you think the best project you ever did was?
The UFO Feed record that's coming out is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And wait, when can we expect? When's that?
April. It's coming out in April.
That's the April drawing. Yeah. Okay. All right.
And who's on that?
No, I mean UFO Feed is the headliner. His man Red Infinite, Flea Lord, who's like down with West Side Gun and them, and my man Smooth. That's it. Like I said, it's indie. It's full indie. I was like, listen, I tried to press him, try to get Fat Joe on it, and he's like, yeah, we can't. He's like, we can't get Joe because it's a company record, so he would want fucking company rates, and I definitely can't afford that.
I got you. Okay, I'm learning shit.
I mean, tonight. A Fat Joe features, we're talking like 25 G's. Like, it's like I ain't got it like that. Not these days.
Yeah, Fat Joe's verses ain't really like.
No, not at all. He's a hook dude. You know what I mean? Like all the way up and shit, like all that.
It really is.
I'll give him a couple $100 for a hook.
Yeah.
He ain't been hot since Don Cartagena.
Yo, I have to agree with you on that. And I like Fat Joe a lot. I really do, and I respect him.
That deep cover shit, yeah, man.
Yeah, that was just like
it. Twins 98 is the shit.
Yeah.
That was that hard
Rest
shit.
in peace, Big Pun.
I'm telling you, man, that he's in my top 5 too. The more I drink, the more I'm gonna have in my top 5.
Yeah, everybody's in your top 5. Like, no disrespect to you guys, but Prodigy definitely wouldn't be in my top 5.
Hell yeah, easy.
Top 5 rappers?
Prodigy.
Yeah,
I love Prodigy, but top 5.
Yeah, he's in mine. He's definitely in mine.
He's in mine, and I think we probably talked about this on other episodes, but yeah, Prodigy for sure. I mean, everything about him too. It's not, his lyrics. I think were banging, but he just up here was just he was different.
What's the rest of your top 5, Slice?
Prodigy, Big L. For sure.
Yeah, Big L definitely.
And it's like, and he only dropped 2 records. It don't even matter. Like, you go listen to anything he did. It's razor sharp.
He's my favorite rapper of all time.
Of all time, yeah. Big L. I'm saying he's in my top. Yeah, like my top 5 is not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like
yeah,
right.
But the Prodigy, Big L, Ghostface.
Mm-hmm.
Prodigy, Big L, Ghostface for sure. Right, Styles P, Siegel.
Okay. I'm glad to hear you say Styles P because I feel like people always leave him out, especially when it comes to LOX. You always get.
Well, because Jaded, because Jaded is.
Don't
and I mean, my 5 is probably, Ice Cube until like 94.
Okay.
Like, actually, Styles is my favorite on the Locks. I think he's the dopest one.
Yeah, Styles is nasty.
Because he says a lot of deep shit that goes over people's heads.
Right. That's what I like. I like that. I like that.
If I could get any feature, that would be my feature. No matter if I could pick anybody, it would be him.
Yeah, I'm telling you. He's just got it. And the thing is, he still got it. Like, he's still sharp.
His pen never left.
Yeah.
That's everything.
It's like, so what's your...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, what's your favorite beat ever made?
The Realist by Mobb Deep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an Alchemist joint. It's stupid. It's just a loop too. There's nothing to it, but it's just, it just has that feel.
Yeah.
It has that feel. Every beat I make, I'm chasing that feel, man. That shit is crazy. Right. It's so sinister, man. G-Rap comes on and just flames.
See, I got to listen to that. I don't even know that beat.
G-Rap and Mobb Deep, The Realist. It's super filthy.
What album was that on?
Murder Music.
Oh, okay. What about the Band from TV beat?
The Band from TV beat? That's Swizz made that, didn't he?
I don't know who made it. I was just always a fan of the beat.
I'm pretty sure Swizz made Band from TV.
And I don't even like Swizz.
Got them fake horns. Yeah.
Yeah, the fake horns.
Yeah, they're synthetic. Yeah.
You draw
my favorite beats of all time are pretty much all of them are loops, man. Like Gangstar, Mass Appeal, The Realist.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Dear Summer beat, Jay-Z. Dear Summer is a top 5
Dear
beat.
Summer.
I don't know, man. I mean, Nas is like the premier joint. Like, when Nas came out of nowhere with that shit. I remember where I was when I heard that shit. I said, what the fuck was that? Like, what's Primo? Primo was chopping up a bird on the intro. Birds chirping on the intro. I said, and then the beat drop. You're just like,
crazy.
It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick top 5 beats, but like those beats where I remember where I was when I heard them.
Yeah.
Like NWA, Appetite for Destruction is probably in my top 5.
Okay.
Like, I'm a little older, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta look up all your beats.
Dude, Appetite for Destruction is murder. If you ever played GTA 5, right when the game starts, when they walk the beat to steal the car, that's what beat is playing in, like right when he gets in the car, is Appetite for Destruction.
What's your favorite sample you've used?
I don't know. My favorite sample, it's probably off some library record from like 1972. I don't even know, man. I love every beat I make, even if people don't. So it's like I don't even.
Good.
But the thing is, when the songs come out, like I don't like a lot. I don't like most of the songs that come out. I'll be honest. I don't listen to them.
I can dig it.
Like I listen to Freddie Gibbs, My Neighborhood, a lot, just because that's a gospel record, and we turned it into some super gangster shit.
Okay.
But that's probably
where's Freddie Gibbs from?
Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
That's where Michael Jackson's from.
I'm not familiar with him.
Oh my goodness, Gibbs is the best rapper out as far as new guys go. I don't think there's anybody even close. Because he rides that line, man. He could do it all. Where he makes like, dude, he'll make some poppy trap shit, and it's catchy enough that I can listen to it without getting like annoyed.
Right.
And then he goes in with Madlib, and Madlib gives him like the most soulful music you'd ever hear. And it's fucking great. Like, dude, he's such a beast, man.
I gotta check him out.
He was on Joe Rogan yesterday, man. Gibbs is blowing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Rogan blowing up.
Now I say, you go listen to it. Then the first 5 minutes he talks about how he shot a crackhead. He's like, they were talking about how hollow point tip bullets were made to kill black people, and he was like, so back in Gary, Indiana, I had a Tech 9 and I shot a crackhead like 9 times, and like he got up and walked off.
And
them soft lead slugs. He's like, we didn't have hollow tips. He got up and walked off.
Yeah, Gary, a hood little city.
Yeah, it's grimy.
It really
It's nothing but factories. Like I drove through it. Like I drove to Chicago once because I did a showcase, a producer showcase with my man Steez, who plays bass and keys and synth on my beats and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped all over to buy records. Like I stopped in Ohio, I stopped in Toledo, I stopped in Indianapolis, I stopped in Gary because there's a gospel record shop, and then I drove into Chicago. And like, Gary's nothing but rundown factories, and like the thing is, man, it doesn't look grimy. Like it looks like Collegeville, where like there'd be like a single house and then a dirt road.
Right.
And it's like, that's a trap house right there. You would never know.
Collegeville.
It's wood shit. There's no sidewalks. It's just a road and then grass.
Right.
Man, I remember watching like those In the Hood DVDs.
Yo, them DVDs are legit.
And Gary used to be on that motherfucker. I know Gary like the blackest city in Indiana, so I know they get it in out of Gary.
It's crazy.
Don't sleep on Gary, I'm telling you that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they get it in. That shit was funny as shit.
Them Hood DVDs were wild, man. Like, it was a different time. People just on tape pulling out, like, check this, pull out a long, like a shotgun at the back of a truck, man. I would never do that. Like,
that's today's Instagram.
Yeah, it's people on the game are out of
these
control.
was like regular niggas. These wasn't like niggas that was famous. You know what I mean? These was just like the regular street.
Yeah,
now all the famous bulls is like try to be on the Hood DVD.
And like you said, it was like that back in the day. And like, even if we just look like how the internet was, remember like what we had, like the first social media was more like MySpace. Everybody had MySpace on there, right?
Did you have MySpace, Slice?
Yeah.
I thought so.
I never used it though. Like I never. Okay. Like I would go on and update it with like beats and music and shit because you can put your own stuff up there, and that was it. I never really. I don't know. I'm not a people person, man. That's why I make beats. Like because you rap, you got to be on the stage and shit. Like I walk in the venue, say what's up, and go right straight to the back. Like I'm out.
Right.
And I'm not a social butterfly, man. I don't know. I don't like crowds.
Yeah.
I don't either. I really don't. I'm like,
there's some people that live for that shit though.
Yeah. It's just not my thing. I'd rather be in my room.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I mean?
I feel like I have a little bit of both. Like I go through times where I don't like. It depends on kind of the crowd too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because you know what I say? I don't like crowds, but I've been to a lot of shows at Ardmore Music Hall, and like when the Trocadero was doing their thing.
The Troc was legit.
Yeah, like I was real comfortable there. The crowd was always all right. And then this other place called Kung Fu Necktie, LCOB.
I remember Kung Fu Necktie. I remember Fluid. Fluid was another dope spot because it was small.
Okay. I don't think I've
never been to Fluid. Yeah, Fluid's dope.
Wait,
where's Fluid at?
Where the hell was Fluid? It was right off South Street. Like, you know where Ishka Bibbles was on the corner of South Street?
Okay.
If you take a left, it's right on the next corner. It's like just a little alley hole in the wall. Because, people used to, like, the thing is, Questlove used to spin there Sunday nights. They used to close off the road because there was no parking because it's, like I said, a super small venue. People used to just park in the middle of the block, like in the middle of the street, just line up like, fuck.
Yeah.
That was weird, man. Dude, I'm telling you about I look back at those weird times, man. Like, yo, you would just arbitrarily go into the city. Like, dude, I would never do that right now.
Right.
Like, yo, what are you doing there? I don't know. To go to the city. Like, man, you crazy? Driving 45 minutes for nothing?
Right.
The only time is for the cheesesteak.
Yeah, pretty much. Because you go. I mean, listen, Phoenixville, you can get a good chicken cheesesteak out here. It's real. Like, you can't get a good cheesesteak in Phoenixville.
Where do you think
still,
who got the best cheesesteak in Phoenixville? Though, what y'all think? Who y'all think?
I don't know. The best chicken cheesesteak is probably the Haven still.
That's what I'm with the Haven.
But it's like, you know,
I would probably say Liberty.
They charge you $86 for a medium at the Haven.
I was gonna say that I felt like the Haven's prices are probably better than I like Liberty though.
I think Liberty got a better sandwich than the Haven.
If I had to choose, I would go with the Haven. Plus, I was looking at, I'm like, I didn't realize how long the motherfucker's been open for, like, ever.
What, the Haven?
Yeah.
Oh, the Haven been there for like 30 years.
You could order cigarettes with your food.
They
would deliver Newport.
I thought that was TDs.
Yeah, TDs used to do that shit. I know that.
The Haven definitely got the best gravy fries, though.
Yeah, they do. You know, the Liberty gravy fries, the gravy's like water. It's
yeah,
so paper, it's whack,
like that.
super whack.
Yeah, I don't like
you can't be having that fucked up gravy.
Liberty got good sandwiches, but their gravy is they a little off.
Because they're not Italian, man. They're Greek, and Greek people don't really fuck with gravy. They don't use sauces like they use.
TD's got bad gravy too.
I don't know. Yeah.
You know who makes really good gravy fries? Tony's.
Italian Delight made the best.
I never had Tony's or Italian Delights.
Italian Delight, oh my god.
Yo, Frank used to be legit, man. I don't know what's up with him now.
Yeah, now it's different, but back in the day,
he's not there no more.
Yeah, he's not. He ain't there no more.
Yeah, he's shut down.
Oh, he ain't even there?
No, he's gone.
I missed.
He took the money and ran. Good for him.
I remember his the large slice of pizza. That was the shit, man.
Yes.
I want one right now.
The thing
I don't
with
think
Tony,
there's nothing original on Bridge Street no more.
No, nothing. Everything's
if Italian Delight ain't there, definitely not. Secrets.
Save More is still there.
Oh, Save More. You're right.
Save More is not original.
Yes, it is from the 90s.
Come on, man.
It's the only thing we got left down there. So
Save More was there in the 90s.
They took Heidi Sue away.
I know the motherfuckers, man. I hate Save More. I don't like spending my money. I used to go there every morning to buy like an energy drink on the way to work, right? One morning I went in there and I forgot my money at the crib. Mind you, I go there every day. The lady was like, nah, you can't get that. I was like, yeah, I'll give it back to you tomorrow. I'm like, I come here every day. You gonna tell me I can't get that today because I forgot my money?
That's cold as ice, man.
Yeah, I was like, ever since then, man, I was like, fuck Save More, man.
That's fucked up.
Oh, what I was saying about Tony's was I didn't even know that place was open. I just thought that was like some abandoned place.
Oh, you mean the John on 724?
Yeah, next to the bowling alley. Yeah, Tony's is legit.
Yeah, and I never knew about it. Derek actually told me about it, and we went and ate there, and it was really good. I was surprised. It's out past
right next to Rita's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Water World.
I was going to say Water World.
Yeah, because it's not open. It's only open until like 2:00 and shit. Like, yeah, that guy don't. He don't give a fuck.
I never get to go there. Is it open on the weekends? I gotta go in there.
It's open for breakfast on the weekends.
Yeah, that's right. Breakfast.
That's where I'm at this weekend.
Oh, so what, they just sell breakfast?
Nah, it's a pizzeria, but the guy doesn't like. Hold
on. I think we're on two different pages. I think. Are y'all talking about Tony's, the joint that sits by itself?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, with like the
gravel. And it's by Harpoon Louis.
Yeah. Where you can drive up and it's like the old where you can pull up and then bring the food.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure because when y'all kept saying Rita's,
it was your
Tony's
first stop. You know, remember you used to roller skate up to the car and shit?
Yeah. No, because Tony's is actually up a little further next to Rita's. When
that's right.
Yeah. That pizza shop.
Yeah, that's
that pizza shop is whack. Yeah, that pizza shop.
Tony's is up a little more.
I would have been lost. Like, where the fuck is Tony's? This ain't where Tony's.
No, Tony's they do got some decent food, like as far as for that type of food.
Anyway. Yeah, but it's like, you got to catch them when they're open.
Yeah, you got to catch Tony when he's there.
Can't never catch, just like I ain't never catch the fucking G Lodge for breakfast.
Yeah, like, yo, Phoenixville's whack, man. Like, there's nothing unique here. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I mean, like, listen, you can get good food from, like I said, like the Haven, I'm talking like chain wise. There's nothing interesting here. There's Wendy's, Burger King, but it's super whack. There's no, like, yo, Popeyes ain't here, Chick-fil-A ain't here.
No. Monica, where we talk
yeah, and even stores won't even come here.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what it is.
Popeyes goes to black areas and Phoenixville's white, so Popeyes ain't coming to Phoenixville.
They should though.
Chick-fil-A, I could see a Chick-fil-A, but you definitely
I ain't seen one yet.
No, not at all. Yeah, they knocked down the Taco Bell KFC, built a Taco Bell next to it, and then put a mattress store there. I said, yo, these guys are wild.
I mean, y'all buy mattresses, man. Shit. Y'all sleeping good in Phoenixville.
We have too many mattress stores. I don't know what the fuck is going on around here.
And then, like,
dope out the back. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Something's going on. They be building
something's up because you'll get like, all right, like for example, a mattress store, and then they'll have several of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like odd. Like we'll get whatever it is. Like, oh, all right, a pizza shop, and then there's 6 of them.
They turned that fucking Kmart into a parking, like a storage unit. Like,
yeah.
I thought that was going to be something. At least
like a Target
at the least.
And white folks need storage units.
Yeah, they do.
I never have enough storage.
Trust me. The second I either go to prison or get this fucking ankle bracelet off me, I'm moving. Like, the taxes here are outrageous.
You should see. I was like looking at houses in Phoenixville. The prices that they want for these houses.
$500,000, $400,000.
It's insane.
What?
Yeah.
They want $4 million for
and they haven't been updated.
On Church Street or Hall Street, they want like $500,000.
There ain't no way.
And people are buying it. It's insane.
And you can't even park on that motherfucker.
No, you cannot. There's no parking. And there's a parking authority. Listen.
Yeah.
Before they seized my whip, I got, I think 64 parking tickets in 2018 because I parked in front of the hydrant every day. I didn't give. There's no you go outside on Morgan Street, you can't park a car. You couldn't park a bicycle out here. Like, it's crazy.
And then you could tell, like, nobody. There's so many people that aren't originally from here. You could just tell when you look at them.
That's getting annoying because they're on my back streets, and I like them on my back roads.
Yep.
They're learning them now, and that should be pissing me off.
And what's so exciting about wanting to come here?
Phoenixville's popping.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know.
I love Phoenixville.
Look, I
lived a lot of places. Phoenixville be popping. Like, I done had some good nights in Phoenixville.
I have too. I'm not going to knock it.
But I think that's from the people. For me, that's like from the people that I know. So, like, you know what I mean? That's what.
I didn't even know none of these people.
Oh, well, I don't know.
So it was just random. I mean, now in Phoenixville, it's a lot of randoms. Like, a person like me, I ain't been in Phoenixville in a lot of years. Like, I don't really know nobody, but you can still have a good time.
I was out, and this is when I worked part-time at Kelly Chevrolet, and so I had to do these town hall things where you go to, like, the new places, like ribbon cutting ceremonies and shit.
Oh, my goodness.
I forget the one. Yeah, it's the worst for somebody, because I'm really not that social. Like, I had to take, like, a Xanax and drink a glass of wine before I went just to fucking do it. But anyway,
how many Xanax?
Excuse me?
How many Xanax?
I said A because I drank 2. I mean, I might be lying, but who cares? But no, I met this guy there, and I wasn't even trying to meet nobody because I'm working, but he's from Ireland. And he's like telling me like how much he loves this town, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, you have nice breasts, which just totally threw me the fuck off. And it's just like all these new motherfuckers.
How does that throw you off?
Well, that's kind of odd to say to somebody at a ribbon.
Cal should be used to that.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess there's a time and place. I wouldn't expect to hear that at a ribbon cutting thing.
We're having a rather decent conversation till that shit came out. So I'm talking about new motherfuckers. You know, people I know around here, we ain't just going to start talking about, you know, I see the the imprint in your sweatpants looking mighty fine there. But you know what the fuck. Speaking of that, crack, sex sells.
Yes, it does. That's what they say.
That's why. That's why I signed up for OnlyFans.
I don't know. I wanted to mention about like I know how y'all was saying y'all don't really be partying, and I know how Slice is kind of like how I am. Like he don't like going out.
No, I'm in the cut.
But I don't mind partying around white people. Like when I'm around like white people, like I feel more comfortable. You know what I mean? I know nothing's gonna break out and shit like that.
Light skin ass shit right
racist
there.
But I'm saying that's the only time I don't mind being around white people is when it comes to a party.
Okay, so what about it?
You don't like being around white people any other time?
I don't like being around white people no other time. But when it comes to like having a good time on a Friday and Saturday night, I'd rather be around white people than black people. I know nobody's gonna shoot nobody. You know what I mean? I know it's not gonna be
that.
I do know that because I never been in a shootout at no white party. Every shootout I've been at the black party. So
you're saying
white folks they actually still rumbling and shit. They still, you know what I mean,
they are rumbling, yeah.
Yeah, they still throwing punches and going home. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say white people go out with the intention of having a fight. Black people don't go out with the intention of having a fight. They just gotta, you know what I mean? Shit just devolves next thing you know, it's a shootout.
It ain't all of us though. It's the ignorant motherfuckers. That's what
I'm just saying.
I disagree. I think black people go out with the mindset of I want to fight or shoot somebody. I think white people go out with the mindset of like I just want to have fun. You know what I mean?
I think everybody goes out
half
with
the white people don't even really like hit on the girls, so you get to hit on all the girls. Yeah,
I said to have fun. He sang it like Madonna.
Like all the black bulls, they go out, they be thirsty, so they holler at every chick. And then you just start getting shot over a chick.
Ike, where have you been, dog?
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to ask.
Some West Coast shit. That's some West Coast shit.
Nah, that's some like real like hood shit. Like I didn't, Like I've been out, and that's what happened.
He's talking about all his nights at NOB back in like 2005.
Was this when you were staying at the strip club? Like, is this when you were staying at the strip club?
Nah, I never had no problem staying at the strip club.
What was that like?
Honestly, that was some of the best times of my life.
How do y'all feel about the strip club? Because I went to Pumptown once when I was like 18.
That's not a strip club. That's like a titty bar.
It is. And I'm going to just let me finish. My experience wasn't great because, first of all, I went with my friend Jenny. I ain't gonna say her last name, and she got on stage. So that just kind of
yeah, she's wow.
On stage.
It was fun, but I'm like, nah. But let me tell you, last year, but the year before, I started going to Scores in Atlantic City. And that was my fucking spot. They closed that down. Apparently, it was inside of the Hard Rock, and the Hard Rock really didn't want a strip club there. But it was a classy joint. I met some like real ass chicks there, and I'd rather go to a strip club and watch women dance than like meet swinging.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to a male strip club.
I probably never do it. But the female strippers, I'm with it.
Yeah, it's love.
I think male strippers are weird.
I said I got spoiled because like the first strip club I ever went to was in Vegas. Every time I ever went to a strip club after that was a downgrade. It was just a drag. I'm like, this is boring, man. Should be something else.
I can take you out, Slice, and it won't be boring.
Vegas is. Oof.
That'll be in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to a male one. I guess women do, but it's not for me. It's a little weird.
I know, and I'm way more comfortable at the female Jones. I don't just like the thought of a dick swinging near my face. It's just like too much.
Now, have y'all been to like a strip club with your boyfriend or your significant other?
Yeah, I could be down with that.
I mean,
in the past with my exes, yeah, I have. But
some of y'all are cool with.
I was cool a few times, but then there was one time that I wasn't cool, and
what
then
happened?
Yeah, what happened?
He said, "What happened?"
Yeah,
the girl was like drinking too, which was fine, whatever.
The stripper or the dancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, I was there, but she was just being too extra.
Too aggressive? Or...
Yeah. And I was smoking, and then I put my cigarette out in her drink, and it ended up being a whole thing.
Boy. Wow, damn. Of course it got wild. What you did that, Monica? Damn.
Because she crossed the line. She was drawing a little bit.
What did she do, though?
I don't know. She's being too extra.
Like, I get it.
What you got to do, but you see me sitting here, so let's not
even
be too
though
much.
I get it, Monica, because even though I love scores, the second time I went, it wasn't as good as my first time because the girl, like, she came up to me and she's like trying to like, and she said, "You want to dance?" And I'm like, if I do dance, I might get up on that motherfucking stage myself, which I practically did. I leaned on that motherfucker and tried to twerk. I don't know what it was.
Man, y'all be dancing when y'all go on. God damn. Why not y'all get on stage?
I was in the bathroom. I got a picture. I was in the bathroom. There was a bunch of strippers or exotic dancers in there, and we had the best conversation. We talked about music.
I like strippers. I like that. That's a better term.
All this shit, but you can see the one girl I was talking to. She didn't even leave the door open. She left the door open. So in the picture, you could see her. Like, she got all of her attire, her ensemble, we'll call it.
Dude, I like sex workers, man. There's an honesty that they had that you don't get with regular chicks, man. Like, yo, they don't sugarcoat anything, man. It's like, yo, especially if you find a real one. Like, if you find a real chick that's really like doing it, man. Like, yo, they're fucking honest to a fault, man. You love to see.
Yo,
so what's your opinion, Slice, on paying for pussy?
I've done it like 2 weeks ago.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
For me,
y'all talking about, I love it.
No, I'm just saying. Listen,
I believe it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah,
I believe it, man.
You get to get a certain feeling out of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, man, it keeps you sharp. Because listen, when you get into a relationship with a chick, if it starts getting serious, man, like, yo, you have limits and boundaries that you don't cross.
Right.
And you get it, yo. If you pay for pussy, man, you don't value sex as much, so you're not a victim to it.
Okay.
And that's like yo, that's the pimp shit, but it's real. Like, yo, I'm not a victim to any woman, man. Like, yo, you can't use sex as a weapon. You can't do it. Because yo,
because you meet that one that got some good pussy, man.
I have a male relative. I'm not going to mention names, right? That was advising another one of my male relatives because he was going through a couple marriages and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So he said, "You're better off just getting a prostitute." And he looked at him all crazy. He's like, "Listen, go down there, you do what you got to do, you pay for it." And it's like, "Oh, I'm not paying for it." And he's like, "But if you look at it, you're paying for it now. You got to take him out to eat, movies, you're buying them this and that." And then
you got to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Another thing about that.
I'm telling you the conversation. This is the conversation I heard. So then he was like, "Well, if you look at it, you're paying for them anyway, but then you got to deal with them afterwards." He said, "These girls, you ain't got to deal with them unless you want to. You can call them back if you want." So that was the philosophy.
Yo, it's business to them.
And the thing is, they when they come in to put in that work too.
Yeah, dude.
No, Slice, they put in that work.
Yeah, it's like,
ain't gonna be no disappointment.
Nah, not at all. There's no disappointments, and it's like, yo, and you can actually explore sexuality without the embarrassment.
Yeah,
you're like, "Look, can I fist you? Can I try this? I just want to try it." And she'll either say yes or no.
Without your girl being like, "Come on, what's wrong with you?"
Yeah, she'll just say yes or no.
I watched this in the last 6 porns I watched. Like, I'm trying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just saying, man, it evens me out, man. Because, like, again, man, when a woman can't use sex as a weapon, she has to bring her own value to the table, and that's where, like, you can find a real woman, man. And once you can get beyond that barrier,
right?
You're like, "Look, you're pretty, you're sexy, but what else you got?" And if they got nothing, man, then there's the door.
Yeah. 100.
And that's something you can only learn after you pay for sex the first time. Like, listen, the first time I ever paid for sex, I was heartbroken, man. The bitch dipped on me. I was crushed.
Really? What happened?
I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even remember. Like, it was like years ago. I'm just like, she was just Like, yeah, she wanted me to go to her like Christmas office party. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Damn, she would do all that?
So I was like, look, I'm not doing that. I don't feel like going to that. So like, she dipped, and then that was it. And I'm like, wow, she really just left. That was it. They cut me off, and I'm like, wow, I thought this chick was the one, and I was broken. And, and my boy was like, look, man, and he like, I was watching porn, just like I was talking. Her name was Naomi Marcella. She was an Asian chick, and she was like, yo.
Hey, man, she got you.
Like, yo, she's escorted.
I'm already Googled.
I said, what? And Naomi Marcella, he was like, yo, she's escorting in Philly right now. You could probably get on that for like $500. I paid her $350, and it was one of the best sexual experiences I ever had. And it gave me so much clarity that I had no value for the girl that left me. Like, this bitch was nothing but a series of holes. Get her the fuck out of here.
I'm telling you, man, that shit can change your life.
No, it did. Instantly.
Yeah. It can change your life, man.
Because what it does, I'm telling you, man, you start to value other things in women. And that is what a real man has to that's what you have to undergo. Because it's like, listen, man, sacrifice is worth more than sex, man. Like, yo, if chick comes over here, like, damn, my remote said, yo, can you stop picking up some AA batteries? If she doesn't go pick up the AA batteries, I'm not even letting her in.
I hear it, man. Pay for pussy.
And that's how you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you can't give women an inch, man, because you give them an inch, man, they'll beat you down.
Now, my question is, when do women hit their sexual peak?
Can I help
early? Real early.
I don't think it's early.
But no, listen, our drive.
I guess it's early, and then they stop, and then they get into it late.
Yeah.
It's something like that. And Monica and I know we can elaborate. I'm gonna tell you, like,
you two are women, so go ahead. Let me just fall back.
I was 19, I wanted to have sex because I hadn't yet, and all my friends were or most of my friends were having it.
Hold up, pause. You said at 19?
Yeah.
Damn. You gotta teach some of these young girls a lesson, girl. Now go on with your story.
I was 19. That was my first time, and it was probably the biggest, blackest meat ever. And
so maybe we should teach these girls a lesson. God damn.
I haven't had a black meat since. Maybe like a mulatto, John, but I haven't gone that dark. But anyway, like, I liked it then, but of course, your first time. I mean, it's paid full of shit too. I remember having a Coke can, like a frozen Coke can, in between my legs.
Hey.
It was bad. And then I feel like, and I was telling you guys this the other night.
It's kind of went left.
I was just like sex was cool and everything, but I didn't really start like enjoying it, like, yeah, like, and having orgasms and shit until I was like about 30, almost 30.
So until you had some white meat?
The white meat did it. I mean, niggas in white, you're looking right as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean?
So you saying that black dick, they give you an orgasm, but white dick did?
Yeah, the black dick gave me an orgasm, but it almost fucking made me paralyzed.
Damn.
I wanted to look this up.
Damn.
Just because, I mean, obviously we could talk, but I wanted to see if there was any like statistics behind it or whatever. So it says you hear me? I said statistics.
Can't even get it out.
So it says for women, it's between 30s and early 40s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that makes sense because now I'm
good.
And I don't even have anybody to give it to.
So the drive is the strongest.
Edit that part out.
What's the age again, Monica?
It says 30s and 40s and early 40s, but it says the study shows that women between 27 and 45 have more frequent or more intense sexual fantasies than younger or older women.
Let me tell you.
I don't think it's 27 though.
Well, I mean, again, they're giving you a bracket, so it's somewhere around there.
But in 30s, that's kind of vague. I mean, 30s is a whole 10-year span. So I would say, mid to late 30s, maybe? What do you say, Cal?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you one thing, like right now, and I just turned 37 last month. I'm all for it. I just don't have any. It's just like I heard the song. He said, "All that good pussy don't got no one to give it to." What? That's how I feel right now. But I wanted sex like all the time. It's just there. And I'm not afraid to talk about it. And that's probably why I got an OnlyFans page started. You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to those OnlyFans.
Yo, Jado, you asked for it. I'm delivering.
No, hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
But you all quiet over there. I need you to elaborate.
I mean, he's listening. What do you mean? He's listening. He's
rolling. I'm trying to take everything. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing.
Are you taking notes or what are you doing there,
He's rolling up that information.
No, I was just listening to everything. I don't got no problem commenting because, like, anything that I would say would be before my marriage, so I'm not worried about that.
Absolutely, yeah. Respect to that for sure.
But no, what y'all
clarify, everything we talk about is before the relationship we were in. Yeah, I mean let's make clarifications for all of us.
I was curious when you said that. What's it say for men? Look it up for men.
Okay.
Because I feel like men. I'm worried about women.
I was gonna say,
I think women in their early 30s, though, I think they go through like a little sex like dip.
Listen,
it does say there's a decline a little bit.
Isaac, sex dip? No.
In their early 30s, you don't think women go through like a little sex dip where they don't
you know what? I'm thinking the early 30s, and I was in a relationship in my early 30s, and that's probably why I'm like, nah. But you might, I guess that makes sense.
I'm just curious because I think it also plays on your life experience as far as when you started, and stuff like that, and also like for me, like I was locked up my whole 20s.
Yeah, you were.
There was
and
never
that's the peak for men, their 20s.
And that's what I was going to say, and there was never that type of thought. But I'll tell you this: now that I'm home.
Well, listen to this though, because it says with men by age 40, approximately 40% of men experience some type of erectile dysfunction.
I'm not worried about none of that. Like, there's not a thought in my mind. And maybe, like I said,
but the other 60%,
the whole 20s. But I think also though, that's why now I am like because I could literally have sex every day, 5 times a day with no problem.
Well, this is something good for men. It says, but then there's a fluctuation by 60. Men say their sex life is more satisfying than it was in their 40s when you get to be 60.
Well, yeah, you know why? Because there's no stress when you're in your 60s. You're retired.
Yeah.
Like, listen, man, a 40-year-old man is in demand. You got to be like the family man. You got to be the working man. Like, you know how much stress is? It ain't easy being 40 if you got,
And you know what? And I could say maybe if I was like married with kids right now, maybe I wouldn't be like so like, I guess.
I guess that all matters too.
No, that's not true because I'm married.
I mean, just from a woman's perspective, but I mean, I just, I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't gonna go too hard.
Yeah, so like, when you're like the 60-year-old man, like you go travel and shit, like, like you can take a cruise. You know what I'm saying? That's where the romance and sex comes back, man. Like when life's at its best. Life ain't at its best when you're 41. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Unless you hit a lick and can retire early. Like if you got to work through your 40s, like 90% of people, it's not an easy road, man. It's a fucking, you're responsible for so much shit.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this. It's just a little bit off, but somewhat. What do you think of R&B, Slice? Do you have some top R&B songs?
My favorite I like love songs, man. I'm like a 70s dude. Like I don't listen to Avant and Keith Sweat and shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like I never liked like the sex R&B like Genuine and shit. I don't bump none of that.
Okay.
But like my favorite R&B music's probably Sade. Like I like Sade a lot.
All right.
Al Green,
that's smooth shit right there. That's that real shit. If you know better, that's what you're playing.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I equate R&B to something like, if I, like I said, something I can bump on a cruise. You know what I'm saying? We just out here chilling.
Yeah.
You play Sade, you ain't even got to pay for no pussy.
It's a rap. Yeah, you get
If I walk in a room and the nigga or whatever, he got Sade on, I'm just taking it, the panties are off.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't even got to pay for those.
You know how you rip your mask off when you walk out the store? That's how the panties come off. If I hear some side A and playing in the crib, it's a wrap.
It just sets a really different mood. Like the thing is, man, like as far as like the like I said, like Avant shit like that. Like I like Jodeci because Devontae was a really dope producer.
Oh my!
All them other dudes, like all them other groups that copied them, are terrible. Like
my favorite Jodeci song is "Love You for Life." That's my favorite.
Jodeci song. They were incredible.
I want to know what other songs like pull girls' panties off.
Where's the pain?
Oh, you do? Well, I'll tell you, Jodeci is for sure. I mean, for me, Jodeci is it. If I hear that, it's a wrap. And I even tried to give some motherfuckers pointers before I show up. Like, Jodeci is, if you want to get down, that's what you play. And I told somebody that I got to their house, this motherfucker's playing like hardcore hip hop, which I
West
love.
Side Gun and shit. Like, man, kind of that.
But then, like, I'm in a whole different vibe. I'm ready to go out and like shoot somebody. I don't want to have sex now, motherfucker. Like, you done fucked it all up.
You ready to shoot that pussy?
My gosh.
Bang, 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 bang.
I want to hear everybody's. All right.
Listen, this shit that I'm gonna pull off with this artwork is gonna be like no other. Trust me. I ain't stopped since from day one. Monica, don't even listen. This shit is not stopped, but it's just learning more, and getting a whole lot more better. Like if y'all see some of this shit now, you'd be blown away.
Yeah, I remember just the pictures I saw a long time ago, so I can only imagine now.
Oh my God, like that is like you can forget about that.
All right. We're all friends here.
Yeah, I was doing that shit with no real, I just always knew how to draw and all that shit. But I'm talking about from the paintings and all that. I just finished this Winnie the Pooh, right? Listen to this. A Winnie the Pooh with a Cindy shirt on, but he's all tatted up.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I got a lot of surprises. And I'm actually in the middle of hey, Tech, did you check out the whole website from you?
From who?
From the Iron Empire?
I didn't see that.
Oh, you ain't see that? You ain't going to log on to the website? Listen, I want y'all to check out this site. It's called
Iron Empire Clothing.
Iron Empire Clothing. We're in the midst of working out a contract now for him to handle all my prints, for all my t-shirts and hoodies and all that stuff. That way I don't got to bounce around no more and get shit done up by all these different people and all this nonsense.
All right, Iron Empire Clothing.
Yeah, based out of Erie, PA.
Okay.
And they're renovating the new store, so what they're going to do is all my stuff is going to be in the front of the store.
That's good.
All the stuff, as far as, but I got so much other shit, like in the works. But it's just one foot in front of the other, that's all.
Absolutely. Keep your head up.
Yeah, ain't never go down.
Yep.
They should have left me on the streets. Let the streets keep me alive. Now,
right?
It's a whole nother ball game now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe next time, if you call around this time, we can get you to talk about Peter the Caterpillar.
Why do you keep saying Peter the Caterpillar? The kid is Peter the Caterpillar.
Oh,
you be hating on y'all. I wrote a children's book, a whole series called The Kid and the Caterpillar. It's explaining to kids, how different people, can meet in different ways and get along, but it's a whole series.
Did y'all hear him?
He did do that?
He really wrote a children's book called The Kitten and the Caterpillar.
No, you're calling it Peter. What's he saying the real name is?
Oh, it's Kitten and the Caterpillar.
Kitten and the Caterpillar. Okay.
I thought the caterpillar's name was Peter.
Is it? What's his name?
The caterpillar name is
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, you don't want the kids to read that book.
No.
Especially the things I'd be doing to the kitten,
Well, hey, man, keep that to yourself.
I'm just saying, they said that we're going to bring sex into our show for sex appeal. So you started the conversation off right.
Just bringing titties to the show. That's all I got.
That's after 12.
And I mean, I brought them out, so we got mass appeal.
No, that Kelly was talking about her. She's talking about she brought her friends out tonight.
So now we got mass appeal.
We got mass appeal on the show now. Yeah. Yeah, he said what's up, but then he's still up here, but I think he just walked off real quick to do something. He had said something at first. I don't think you heard him.
Yeah, he said.
Oh, here we go. He right here now. All right, I was just asking where you went.
Yeah,
what's up,
Slice ain't in the waiting room. Yeah, he can't.
Y'all make sure I send you a message on that little shit you was talking about.
Say it again?
I said I'll make sure I send you a message on that text messaging shit you was talking about.
He said he's going to send a message on the email.
Oh, yeah. I mean, crack know how to set it up. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. That shit is easy. That shit is easy. Connect network. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. So I got to get ready to go lock in my office. It's 9 o'clock. About to go eat some good shell cuisine. You know what I mean?
All right.
And it's funny to hear, but, you know, I got to get up for work in the morning.
Yeah, that's right. Don't stop.
I love y'all.
All right, love you.
I love you.
All right, bro. All right, have a good day at work.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
All right. Well, that's a nice little addition to put on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear him though.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna listen to it when we're done and see and all that, see how good it was. But I mean, if y'all could hear him, he should be able to be heard through it.
I heard him good.